Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. Today I will be talking about my anticipated spring and summer releases. I have to pull up my phone here because we have quite a few to get through. And I will be totally honest, and if you haven't seen my previous videos, I'm really bad at remembering people's names and synopses of books. So if you're fine with that, that's great. You can just get my recommendations by me telling you the names and authors. So that's fine. I will go in order of when each of these will be released, and I'll tell you the dates as well, when they will be released. I would like to first start with Love in Tandem by Becca Kinzer, and this one will be out April 2nd, so very soon here. This is a Christian published book, and Becca Kinzer, she wrote her first book, her debut novel last year. It's called Dear Henry Love Edith. I read it last year, so cute. I gave it 4.5 stars, I'm pretty sure. And I'm actually reading this one, the Love in Tandem book, right now. I'm about 100 pages in, and it's super good so far. It's really cute. So I'm really excited to get it done. But you guys should be anticipating all of these books with me, okay? Even though most of these books that I am anticipating are some arcs that I've gotten that I have not read yet, except obviously this one. And maybe one more. It is about this girl, her name is Charlotte, and this guy, his name is Zach. And Charlotte is a school music teacher, and the program is going to be cut if she doesn't raise enough money for the program. And she's really distraught about it because she'll lose her job, obviously. And so she somehow gets into this situation with this guy, Zach. And they are complete opposites. Opposites attract. He's an outdoorsy guy. She's stay in your small town kind of woman. And they get entered into this tandem bike race. It's like a tandem race in, I think, Tennessee is where it starts. It's like a 500-mile tandem bike race. And I don't know how long it's supposed to take them. I haven't gotten there yet. But it's forced proximity, opposites attract. They kind of fake date as well, which we love to see. So it's really cute so far. I kind of didn't think that I would enjoy it because, like, it's a bike ride. What things can happen to make this book enjoyable for me, but so far it's been really good. I really like it. Super cute. Love the characters. They're really fun. So you should be anticipating this. Next, we've got the Rule Book by Sarah Adams. This is the second book to the Cheat Sheet series. I don't know if it has like a series name, but the guy in the first book, his name is Nathan, and he has a teammate, and this teammate is this book. It's about him. And I actually don't know the huge story, but basically the girl, her name is Nora, and the guy, his name is Derek, and they were college. They dated in college, and then they broke up. I think she broke up with him. And then all of a sudden, they had a wild night in Vegas. They wake up married. So it's a marriage of convenience. If you know, you know. My fave. I'll probably mention that in every single video. But yeah, it looks really fun. Although I will disclosure? I don't know what that means. I don't know. But this is her first open door book. But in the beginning, she does modifications for closed door readers. So you can skip over those parts, which I will be doing. And so hopefully, it makes me kind of sad because all of her books before this one are closed door, like all of them. I think she has around 7 books, maybe more than that, maybe 8. And they've all been great, and they've all been closed door. And so she all of a sudden decided that she wanted to put some open door scenes in her books now, which is unfortunate. But she does put modifications for closed door readers, which I find very helpful. So I will give it a go and see if it's worth a read for closed door readers. Then we've got How to Plot a Payback by Melissa Ferguson. She's written multiple books, but I've read one. It's called Meet Me in the Margins. And it was like not a very well-loved book, but I actually enjoyed it. It was kind of fun. I gave it 3.5 stars, so it wasn't like so fantastic. But I still enjoyed it. And so I thought maybe I would enjoy this one too. But basically this guy His name is Finn. And he is a screenwriter, and his like arch nemesis is the actress. And her name is Lavender. Interesting. It's kind of cute. Her name is Lavender. And so basically he writes like not very flattering scenes for her and kind of makes her out to be like a not great person. And so that obviously kind of probably backfires for him. And he has to spend a lot of time with her, obviously. And so we see where this goes. Kind of enemies to lovers kind of dealio, it sounds like. How to Plot a Payback comes out April 2nd along with the rule book. I forgot to say when those dates are. Oops. Hopefully I get better as we go through this video. Then we've got The Backup Princess by Kate O'Keefe. This book comes out April 4th. I actually have never read a book by Kate O'Keefe. I have multiple of her books on my ever-growing TBR, which I probably will never get to any of her books. I don't know if they just like interest me enough to be on my priority list. But I got an ARC for this one, and so I was like, might as well give it a go. But basically, I actually don't know much about this one, so I'll read the synopsis for you. When a Texas gal punches a prince instead of curtsying, you know this isn't your grandmother's fairy tale. Wow, I can't read. Taking the bull by the horns is child's play compared to ruling Malvo. Yet here I am, a Texas girl turned princess, swapping tacos for a tiara. That I meet Europe's most eligible bachelor, the irritatingly handsome Prince Alexander, and accidentally deck him instead of curtsying. I'd feel bad if he wasn't such a self-satisfied jerk. Now I'm racing against a royal clock that ticks with the urgency of a preening peacock, trying not to let down my newfound country or my own wild heart. Sounds super fun. And it's closed door. These all are, obviously. But sounds like a good time. I don't know. A whole princess situation. Sounds super cute. Then we've got Love on a Whim by Suzanne Woods Fisher. This one comes out May 7th. This is the third book to the Cape Cod Creamery series. I think they're all standalone, but they all are in Cape Cod. And they all have to do with this creamery. This like ice cream shop. And I haven't read the first two books, but I think I will before I read this one. I don't think you have to, but there are some characters probably that show up in each book. But I'll read the synopsis for you because I didn't read this one either. Bryn Haywood's impulsive marriage to a man she'd known less than 24 hours leaves her with a deep regret. She flees to Cape Cod, finding refuge with her loyal friend, Dawn Dixon. As Bryn grapples with her emotions, Dawn acts swiftly eager to help secure a lawyer for her through her mother, Marnie's good friend, Lincoln Hayes. However, Lincoln's preoccupation with his daughter's lavish wedding brings unexpected challenges. The arrival of Lincoln's estranged son, Bear Hayes, stirs the waters further. Alarmed by his father's extravagant generosity toward the Dixon family, Bear ignites friction between Marnie and Lincoln. As the wedding day arrives, Lincoln vanishes, and an unwelcome guest makes a surprise appearance. Drama. Sounds like drama. But I'm pretty sure this is also a Christian published book. So we know that there's not going to be any kind of swearing or content in it that's going to not be pleasing. Then we've got the only fantasy in the bunch. It's called Burning Crowns by Katherine, Doyle, and Catherine Weber. It's like a dual author, which I've never seen before until now. This one comes out May 7th as well. And this is the third book to the Twin Crowns series. I read the first two last year, absolutely adored them. I'm pretty sure I gave them both 4.5 stars. And that second one, I should have given 5 stars too because it was really good. And these books are like fantasy rom-coms, which I've never heard before, but it totally was. They were so funny. I actually really, really enjoyed them. So I'm really anticipating this one. I actually did get turned down for this arc. This is my only and first one that I got turned down for, and I was really disappointed. But it's fine. I've gotten over it. But I can't really get into the plot since this is the third book, but basically it's about these twins. They get separated at birth, and one of them is the princess of the land, and one of them lives on the streets as a witch. I'm pretty sure she's a witch. And the sister finds out that she has this twin, and she's super upset that she didn't get this lavish life, and so she has her sister get kidnapped. This happens in the first book, and the twin takes her place. Kind of funny. They both have a romance situation too, so that's fun. But I really enjoyed it, and I'm really looking forward to this last book in the series. Then we've got Loyally Luke by Pepper Basham. This one comes out May 14th. And this is the third book to the Skymar series, and I have not read the first two books. The first one's called, I think, Authentically Izzy, and the second is Positively Penelope. And I don't remember the word that you use, but those first books are written in like letters. I don't remember what that's called. But that's not very interesting to me, so that's why I haven't read them. But this one, I don't think is the case. But basically, I actually know the synopsis. Basically, this guy named Luke, he travels to this island. He's a renovator, so he gets on this project for an orphanage. And there's his side. And then the girl, her name is Aliana, but they call her Allie. And she's the princess of this island. And so her parents have her oversee the orphanage project, renovation project. And so she goes undercover, basically. She doesn't want anybody to know that she's the princess. And so she obviously works close with Luke. And so it's like hidden identity, forced proximity kind of dealio, which sounds really fun. I'm excited to get into it. I haven't read it yet. Then we've got You and Me, Honeybee by Gemma Nicholls. And this one comes out May 22nd. I actually don't know anything about this author. She has another book that came out last year. It's called The Long Con. Haven't read it. But this is like the second book, and it's a standalone series type thing. So you don't have to read the first book first, but it seems like there are characters and things that happen in the first book that you probably should read it first. But who knows? But basically, this girl, her name is Bea. I don't know, it's Bea. I don't know how do you say the name. But she is still haunted by the shadows of Fayette Bay's dark past, where the events of last year shattered the world of her and her friends. So basically, she got kidnapped, tortured by this bad guy in the first book. I won't share his name because it might ruin the plot for the first book. I'm not sure. And so she's got like PTSD going on, and this guy, his name's Artie, and he's like a computer hacker, like an underground computer hacker. And so this girl, I think it's, let's see. Anyway, I don't really know the plot, but it sounded really interesting. It sounds cute. It's closed door, so I was really interested in the book. And I signed up for the ARC, so we'll see how that goes. Then we've got Cole and Laila Are Just Friends by Bethany Turner. This one comes out June 4th. And I don't think it's a series, but she has a previous book called Bryn and Sebastian Hate Each Other. I have not read it, but it is on my TBR. And these books, both of them take place in the same small town in Colorado, so I don't think you have to read the first book first. I don't think I will. But basically, Cole and Laila are just friends. They're best friends, and they've been best friends for a long time. And basically, a bad thing goes down in his family, and he decides that he wants to leave their small town and go to live in New York. And she's like, I don't think that would be great. It would be very sad for both of us if you left. And so she spends a week with him in New York to see if like it's a good fit for him. And so obviously, friends to lovers type situation, which we like that. That's always a fun and sweet storyline. Then we've got For the Record by Juliana Smith. This one comes out June 22nd. And she actually just announced this today that I'm filming this, which is March 23rd. And this is the fourth book to the Wells family series. I just finished a couple weeks ago her third book, which is Rock in a Hard Place, which is, I mentioned that, I'm pretty sure, in my first video, which I loved that book. I gave it 4 stars. So I'm super anticipating this one. There's no synopsis yet, but I know it's a marriage of convenience. So obviously, and there was a chapter like at the end of Rock in a Hard Place that teases for this book, and I read that part, and it sounds super fun. Obviously, another Wild Night in Vegas, I'm pretty sure, situation. They wake up married. So, super fun. Then we've got The Summer of Yes by Courtney Walsh, and this one comes out July 2nd. I actually already read this book. I won't tell you much about it, but I did give it 5 stars. It was so good. It's a woman's fiction, which I don't like women's fiction. I never picked one up. Not interested in any sort of way. I need a romance. And this one is a woman's fiction, but there is some romance in it, so bear with me. But it's so good, guys. You should highly anticipate this book. I think I already said when it comes out, but it comes out July 2nd, if I already didn't say that. July 2nd, and it was so good. It was so good. You guys should be anticipating this like none other. It's about this girl, Kelsey. She gets in a car accident, and she gets placed in this hospital room with I love when my family texts me all day long. And she gets placed in this hospital room with an old woman. Her name is Georgina, and she recognizes her as like this makeup person. She like designed a makeup brand. I forget what that's called. So she's super wealthy, well-known woman. And some things are obviously wrong with her health. And so she's super bitter and not a very nice person. And so it's kind of like these two women are thrown together, and they both kind of realize that they've not done a lot of things in their life that they should have at this point. Kind of like a midlife crisis scenario for both of these women. And so they do this summer of yes, they make a list and they do it together, even though Georgina does not want to do it. And it's so fun. It takes place in like this North Carolina coastal town, which is so cute. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. You guys should be anticipating this. So fantastic. Then we've got It's All Relative by Rachel Magee. This one comes out August 6th. So a while. I have not read this one yet. I have an arc for it though. But basically I'll just say it's a Midsummer's Night's Dream modern retelling, which I've never read this book by Shakespeare. It's a comedy. I don't even know. Is it even a book? I don't even know what Shakespeare stories are like. But it sounds like a mess. The synopsis sounds like an absolute mess. So if you know what Midsummer's Night's Dream is, you already know what's probably going to go down in this book. I won't get into the plot. It sounds messy. I will let you know how it goes. But I'm still anticipating it. It sounds super fun still, as messy as it can be. This whole family dynamic situation going down sounds very interesting. Okay, this is my last book in the bunch, people. This one is called Beyond Ivy Walls by Rachel Fordham. And this one comes out August 6th. And I won't get into this plot either, but basically a Beauty and the Beast meets a Light Between Oceans, historical small town America romance kind of scenario, where this girl, she works for this guy's home, I guess. So we'll see. It's Beauty and the Beast. Sounds kind of fun. I forgot to point out my wonderful shirt. I'm sure you guys are like, what is she wearing? This is like my favorite shirt of all time. Strawberry Shortcake was like one of my favorite things to watch as a kid. Very nostalgic. And I used to have a blanket with this exact strawberry girl on it. So I hope you guys think it's absolutely adorable. My mom bought it for me for Valentine's Day, and I love it. My sisters make fun of me because I wear it all the time, but I don't care because it's cute. Okay guys, that is all of the spring and summer releases that I'm super anticipating. I'm very excited for, and you should anticipate as well because they all look fantastic. I hope that I got all of their synopses across for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.